Hey there, Jace. Not sure what hour it is in your zone. It's night for me, so good night. Yeah, I was a little bit bored and decided to do the stream. Maybe someone will come along to talk about something to discuss. The game itself is not very flashy, I would say. Like, there won't be a lot happening on the screen tonight, since I'm just grinding, doing the usual stuff. You know how MMOs are, quite actually dumb. I can feel myself becoming less and less intelligent from playing this, but I just can't stop for some reason. I really enjoy games that that make you feel miserable. I don't know why really. Yes, rats are quite annoying. They're not very aggressive, but if you step on them, they basically get a free attack on you. Not too much damage, but again it adds up. So this game is actually called Stalker Online. I mean, I'm sure you all know what Stalker is. So someone actually tried to make an MMO out of it. It's been around for some time, but the game is really bad. You can find it on Steam as Stay Out for some reason. And the reviews are... well, the reviews will tell you what's wrong, but basically it's very grindy and you have to invest a lot of real money to achieve any sort of success in it. Yeah, it's well, not exactly like War Thunder, but yes, grinding is, I mean, yeah, you'll understand it. So what's happening right now is I'm actually trying to avoid some players who are trying to kill me. I'm not sure why, but the thing is, the game has like very how should I put it? Well, anyways, PvP zones are everywhere. You're nowhere is safe basically. So people are free to kill whenever they want and whoever they want. I mean, they do lose karma and they might get hunted themselves if they kill too many players. And well, there is a big difference between an equipped character and an under-equipped one like me. I'm still having a World War II bolt-action rifle here with me, so I'm not very great against other people. So yeah, the difference is drastic, and I might get killed easily. I don't really like PvP actually, and most of the people here are quite peaceful, I'd say. Some are not, however. The problem is I bet they're standing behind the door right now and waiting for me to come out, so I'm not sure for how long we're stuck here. I hope not for long. There is still a lot to do, and death is not that punishing usually. You just drop some of your items, but now I'm quite loaded, so I don't want to lose any of this. I'm transferring items from one, let's say, town. There are some great moments about this game, and you can see really after playing that there was something in it. There is something in it, but I don't know, it's all quite janky, frankly. Let's try to come out actually. I'm no more interested in sitting there. If we get killed, then I guess that's how it is. So yeah, this was intended almost as a chatting stream, so I'll try to explain the game. I bet it's not very known in the Western world, but there is only so much I can tell about it. I'm quite new myself, you can see by my equipment. Yeah, you don't lose everything. Basically, each item has a chance to drop on your death, like this. The fangs are 33% each. Well, maybe not each. I'm not sure how stacks are decided on draft. Seems to be safe now, actually. We can go. So yeah, if you are a Stalker enthusiast, this game is right for you. It actually, let's say, represents the zone and like all those stalking adventures quite accurately, I'd say. And again, the misery, the grinding, the struggle for survival is what I like here. So you have hunger and thirst and shooting. So basically this is MMO with guns, which I haven't seen too many around. And that's another thing that attracts me. Shooting is actually terrible, but it's there, so yeah. Again, the weird thing, it came onto Western market as Stay Out, not as Stalker Online for some reason. Can't really come to that, no idea why that happened. But otherwise, this is your standard MMO. You have daily quests that you have to complete to get reputations and money. They're still on cooldown. Mine are still on cooldown. We'll do them a little later, I guess. And otherwise, you've got all the, let's say, the usual Stalker stuff, radiation, artifacts, anomalies, different sorts of. So again, that one is represented quite well. This is why it's so sad to see a game with this premise be so flawed, basically. There are flaws, I think. Maybe you'll see them here. Oh, actually, while we're on the topic on this, and while we have people around watching, I think we can explore something here. Haven't explored too much of it myself, but basically, as it's a free-to-play game, you obviously have your store and your premium stuff, right? So the thing that, how do I say it? I don't know, puzzles me most, or like I'm just perplexed by it. So basically, you have weapon crates, right? It's pretty straightforward, as you might imagine. So here, for example, right, VSS crate. Except when you buy it, you don't get VSS, or at least you might get VSS with a 20% chance and then a 5% chance. So you basically have, well, these are 10. So this group drops only 20% of the times, and 50% of those are only parts for the weapon, spare parts. It's to repair the rifle and stuff like that. So you, in most of the cases, you won't actually get the rifle you're paying for. This is just well, that's to kind of explain the monetization issue of the game. I mean, you do have like guaranteed sets that you can just buy. This is actually all quite basic stuff. I'm not sure you can find them in the world. Not sure why you will pay for them. But yeah, stuff like that is I think why so many reviews are focusing on the terrible monetization. Excuse me for a minute. Yes, RNG gun drops, so there's only I think you can actually get like guaranteed crates of weapons, but they will cost you a lot. Oh yeah, for example here, VSS costs 4,200 to like get the actual weapon, I guess, right? Yeah, you get weapon, 2 magazines and some stuff for it. So yeah, this one is actually quite generous. I mean, not for the money. Actually, this is quite. I mean, this is the price of a AAA game almost these days. So you buy one MMO weapon. Pretty, I don't know, pretty weird, pretty strange. But otherwise, it includes a lot of like this traditional stereotype Russian clothing and decorations. Really, it's quite nice. Again, the premise for the game, right, the base for it is quite rich. So let's get back into it. Yeah, gamble. I haven't spent money in it myself yet. Hope I'll continue to resist successfully the urge, the temptation to get it, because like with premium stuff you get more reputation, more everything. Basically, you get your way in this game. Someone died here. So yeah, when you die, you basically drop some of your inventory items, just like this, and anyone can come and pick them up. Again, not sure why, but I've been just consumed by this game for the last week or so. Just been playing it non-stop. Not sure why. The result of running to do, obviously, the game world is quite big. I recently discovered a new area that I'm yet to explore. We can go explore it later, by the way. So this is basically kind of like the starter location. You go level 1, then you get to the outlands, right? So it's this big. Then you get to here, which is also quite big. I've just started exploring it around here. Then you get a few more areas I haven't been to. This one is quite hard, I left it almost immediately. Maybe Lauren, what time is it at your place? Yeah, I mean you can see mine, it's 4, I'm sorry, 2:20 AM. So maybe Europe isn't that far from the capital of Russia. We're like GMT +3, I think that's my time zone. So the world is big again, lots of things to explore. Oh, and the degree to which the game is just broken, that's also quite amusing, I would say. I'll explain it in a moment after I'm done. Oh, I forgot about this. After I'm done sorting items out here. So parts of the game seem to be just not working or removed from the game, like partially, so they kind of just exist but without any purpose. Okay, this guy. He buys legs. And for each quest you get reputation, or you lose reputation among some factions, kind of like in the Stalker game itself. Except I just switched to English. I was playing in Russian, obviously. But for stream I decided to switch. I have no idea who these people are. Solitaries, no idea. Well, anyways, this quest is actually quite positive, so I don't spoil my relationship with anyone. Let's see. Yeah, precisely. I knew some Americans are in the daytime zone right now, so I decided to precisely why the link.
Откуда мне знать, как назвать то, чего я хочу? И откуда мне знать, что на самом-то деле я не хочу того, чего я хочу? Или скажем, что я...
There must be a faster way to arrange all this, but I can find a button that kind of just moves the item to the wall. I've tried all the buttons, but no luck. confused by the language again. Getting a bit, going through a bit slow. Legs, right, I got no legs. We actually stopped going to summertime. Switching times basically some years ago, we don't do that anymore. The looting is nice, you just find... I wonder if I can show you here. Oh well, actually I've already showed it in the house. How looting works, but yeah, basically you find piles of items and you loot them of things. This one's empty for now, so yeah, no problem. I'm actually not quite educated about these time affairs. I'm not sure why switching time is even needed, or why we start doing. So what are we going to do now? Oh yeah, I wanted to go explore the new area. It's quite challenging actually. Barely got out of it. Alright, I need to kill a bear, but the problem is that bears are quite strong here. You need to bring a friend to take one down, but obviously none of my friends are going to play this game ever in their sane minds. So trying to avoid that for now. They got rid of it. Well, good for them, I guess. Well, this is what I was talking about pretty much. Such is life in the zone. Guess I'll go out of the back door. It's usually not like that in the less populated hours, so again, it should be the less populated hours right now as it's 2 in the morning. Most of the people I've encountered in my travels are peaceful, just because, again, if the name is blue, this means they're in PvP mode, so those might be dangerous. Mostly people are peaceful because there isn't too much to gain from PvP apart from losing karma, or actually gaining karma. Here, when you kill, get +2 karma, so high karma means equals bad. If you have high enough karma, guards will shoot you outside, so basically you won't be able to enter towns, villages. You can actually become a bandit here and be fine with avoiding big towns. I decided to go a different way from trying to grow my reputation among the military. That's not how it works. Again, you do various daily quests and one-time quests to get reputation among faction. But the problem is you might encounter, for example, an NPC somewhere in the wild, and he asks you for help, so you do that, but turns out he was, say, a bandit, and suddenly the military hates you more just because you helped someone on your way. So basically that locks you from some of the quests that you can't, from the faction you are not allied with, basically. And the reputation is needed to get some more advanced quests. so you can ignore it, especially in the early game. It doesn't really matter, but becomes quite crucial later. I bought this rifle hoping I can get a sight on it, but then I learned that it has no optics. Sadly, no optic mounts, I mean. So that was quite sad, because the iron sight is just terrible and takes a bit to get used to. Especially like even here, blends in a little. Hard to use. Fair enough, Lauren. I mean, those are. It's a weird experience, really, right? You can't. They are a bit of a all-in runner, so you have to really commit to a game to be any successful in it. I would say, at least from my experience, in my vision, I would say, like all MMOs, they basically make you stay around and make you want to buy something, or like the premium subscription or some items to accelerate your progress. I think we need to go there. Sure. The game even has a dungeon actually, so they're really quite trying to represent this whole MMO structure here, right? So like in your usual RPG, you have clans, you have dungeons, loot, grind, all that stuff. It's a really peculiar blend of Stalker and MMO, of a shooter and MMO. But again, the game intrigues you at the start, I would say. Then when you learn it, it's a bit obviously becomes a self-torture if you stick around to play it. Hold on, I wonder. No, I can't see. A nice touch is you can actually jump over fences, but not this kind of fences. Kind of like you would do it in a San Andreas games, in GTA, I mean, in general. So yeah, that's how I've been spending my days basically. Just running around. I mean, for now there is a huge sense of exploration here. Like there is still a lot of places I haven't visited, quests I haven't completed. So there are stuff. There is stuff that drives me on. Okay. Now we can go to the new area, the dangerous one. In the Stalker fashion, there are quite a few grand scale quests, I would say. Ones that require you to like visit every location basically and find some secrets all over it, or talk to like 20 different people to complete 20 different objectives for them to then complete the big quest and receive some huge reward. So again, an interesting mix. I've been repeating myself about this, of course, but can't deny that the idea is there and it's pretty nice. I first played this game in around like 2018, I think. 2017 maybe, I doubt it. Somewhere in that period, I would say, for a little. Then I stopped and recently came back, like as I said, a week ago or so. A lot has changed actually. That's what I was that's why I brought this up. So the game isn't that surprisingly. Well, obviously you'll get a lot of fans, like Stalker fans, that will endure this jankiness and egregious monetization policies. I wouldn't say monetization presses me too hard right now. Like, I'm still exploring, maybe in the late game, right, when I focus on actually getting the top stuff, the grind will get to me. But right now it's just about exploring and well, raising money, or sure, but that's like, that comes along itself in nature. Then you can throw over rocks just like in the single player game. So yeah, there are anomalies that you can check for with the rock. Sometimes they have artifacts in them. Hope I'll be able to show you how getting them works. But I mean, it's nothing special. It's not like I'm reviewing this game right now. Not sure. Whatever happens, really, don't expect much though, sadly. A lot of it is just running. Just trying to save ammo there, so the enemies are really jumpy here, they just keep moving. You could see that boar just flying around. I mean, whatever, if I drop it, I'll drop it. Maybe I'll come in 3 more years and continue playing. I was actually quite amazed that my account still was, that I was still able to access my account, that I remembered passwords and stuff like that. Oh yeah, another thing you may have noticed, you have to actually manually load each magazine with separate rounds. That takes some time from your gameplay. But again, adds some hardcore and realism. And basically magazines start to matter, so you can carry, I don't know, or not carry at all, so you have to buy the gun and also find a way to get yourself a few extra magazines with it. So you can use it more effectively in combat. Can't play full screen sadly, OBS won't record the game full screen mode, so I had to switch to the one that has this taskbar on the bar. Again, a lot of it has a lot in common with survival games, like again this thirst and hunger. You can also campfires are also quite important. So when you're around, you heal a little faster, and you can actually, if I mean you actually use an emote like seed, you'll get a separate effect that says basically. Well, it doesn't say it so, but it implies that you heal even faster. So that's pretty nice. Kind of creates like a, you know, atmosphere, let's say. Yeah, well. I know a lot of people complain about it, and again, I guess you can understand why, right? Can imagine it becoming quite annoying. At times the game reminds me of Daisy, especially when you're just running through the wild third person mode and stuff like that. I kind of wish it was the first person too, at least as an option. I mean, I'm just not a fan of third person games, I think. Especially it feels weird when you're like this, and when you aim you go into first person, and I don't know, this just feels weird to me. You can get first person mode for a split second if you do something like this, for example, but you can only basically be in first person when you're aiming. Sad. Yeah, and there are some magazines like I know there is an M249, I think, like right? M. What was the machine gun? 249, I think that was the number. So yeah, and you have like a 100 round magazine for it, a box magazine for it. So I wonder how reloading that one works. I mean, looks like and how much it takes to load one. I actually played standalone Daisy, not too much though. Might look weird, but basically the boars have I don't know how you'd call it, an armored head, I'd say. So body shots do more damage to them than headshots. I mean. So you kind of have to let it run into you and get stuck inside yourself, so you can just shoot the body or increase damage. Oh, I played the hell out of Daisy mode. Okay, I didn't read that first one. Yeah, so we have quite an experience with it. It's interesting, would have never thought. I mean, yeah, you like simulator games, so I guess that's not too big of a surprise. So how was it? I actually couldn't play the mod. I think I tried to mount it, right, to like install it, but didn't get to actually play it. But the standalone, fiddled around with it for a bit and then left. Oh well, this doesn't look good. Well, again, red nickname basically means that they've killed a few players and they have very high karma. Maybe some people seek challenge in PvP, so they don't shoot under-equipped people like me. Oh, another interesting thing that actually goes against the RPG, the standard MMO rules. The game pretty much has no levels visible on people, so you're basically defined by your equipment. This means anytime you can just dress as a just get some simple clothing and look like a newbie player, basically. It's a nice touch, I think. I mean, there are levels, right? You have combat, survival, and support. The perk system is broken. I'll tell about it in a second. But these are not visible to people around you, basically. And you're just a guy with a nickname like this, so I can't really inspect them away. So yeah, the story, the lore of this place is basically a huge volcano erupted. And now it's... Well, I think we can see it from here, but it's basically over there. You can see. I was thinking if I had any tasks that I had to complete. Let's check. Yeah, I've noticed people have quite long loading times here, so this guy just said that my loading times are quite fast. Yeah, I've noticed people stand around longer than me, I'm not sure why. Maybe it's their graphical settings. What was I on about? Right, quests. So we need to kill forest masters. I have no idea who those are or where you can find them. Need a few artifacts, that would be nice actually. Fiends are just too strong for now. Oh, 10 boars. I need 10 boar legs. I'm not sure where I'm... Oh, well, anyways, we need 10 boar legs. Let's go get that. The mod was absolute jank, but it was always a good time. The primary issue with the standalone is the try to sell the game that you could get much cheaper and better optimized. Oh. Oh, I see, I see. Well, yeah, you know that how that usually happens when a company jumps on a, let's say, lucrative opportunity. thanks for the info. Never really followed Daisy, but now I'll know what happened to it and how the mod differs from standalone. I bought it, so you could say I bought into this. So yeah, now that I think of it, there is really nothing standalone might have over the mod itself, right? I bought standalone because again I'm not into mounting mods and installing them. Sometimes it's a little hard, sometimes it just doesn't work for me. So I went for the standalone as a simple option to just get the game finally. I mean, it was a big thing back in the day, right? I felt like I was missing out. So again, there is a certain atmosphere in all this. So you have to kind of prepare yourself for an adventure, gather enough supplies and equipment. The enemies here are quite... You get the Jabra. Well, that's how death looks like. Actually, if there was a player around, he could have used his medpack to revive me. That's also a nice touch. Strangers can kind of help each other. I mean, or not strangers if you have a friend, but again, I'm quite afraid to offer anyone this game because they'll think I'm insane or something. Those are quite annoying enemies. They are fast and mostly armored, so they have a very small weak spot. And the sights for the user, I mean, have you seen those? I mean, it's just unusable at any range. I just get lost in it so easily. I have no idea what's in that dot. Can't see it anything really. I mean, compared to like more conventional sight of a pistol, for example. This is just so bulky. I have no idea what this user is actually doing in my inventory. I just logged in after that huge break of mine a week ago, right? And it's already in my inventory. No idea how and why I bought it. Soviet Wombo did a video essay. I had no idea actually. I watch him when he uploads, which happens quite rarely, you know. I think he's a nice creator, but I've never seen anything serious from him, like a video essay. I mean, so maybe that's something for me to look up. I mean, he's a streamer as well, right? Haven't been to streams ever. Yeah, oh, for some reason I thought I can outrun them, but I actually have to hit back. I mean, I can outsprint them, but my stamina runs out. There is no way we can take. So I think I took the wrong path. There was an easier way out of this. Daisy standalone is why Fortnite exists. Let this sink in. So what would be the correlation here? So yeah, I'm trying to kind of maybe reason it, find reasons how Fortnite and Daisy might be connected. And I actually can't think of anything. Maybe I haven't, I don't know enough. You can actually kill them in one game, shoot just the right part, but yeah, it's hard. They're just jumping around all the time. I guess I'm stuck here now because they're on both sides. Yeah, Soviet Womble, I think I kind of jumped the thought there, but yeah, it's a cool creator, he does amazing videos. Basically you can abuse the safe zones a little because the monsters won't approach them and you just flee. And again, it's just not possible to track it. Our adventure is off to a bad start. Just not possible to get a clear shot on them when they're this close. I'll actually keep them. So yeah, Jace, if you could explain to me how exactly does DayZ, DayZ results in Fortnite eventually. I couldn't really think of a correlation myself, but I guess obviously there has to be one. Oh, that's why I have troubles. Those are actually older versions of the monsters I'm used to fighting, so they have more health. That's why I'm having troubles. I actually have no idea where people get guns in this game. All of them cost quite a fortune, and not really in monetary equivalent, but in the form of trade points. So basically points that you get for completing quests and selling items that the seller is interested in. So like, I don't know, gunsmith will buy your guns and so on. That will result in points eventually. So yeah, the first time when I entered this place, I decided to kind of go around here because I wanted to visit the village over there. This seems to be a safer way. You can even turn the interface off for a really authentic experience. I mean, as authentic as a third-person viewpoint can be. Oh, now that makes sense. Yeah. Again, I haven't spent too much time on the mod, right? So I couldn't have known. Yeah, that explains everything. Thank you. So yeah, see, if the standalone had no part in this, explains figures why it was so clueless on this. But yeah, I get it now. The battle royale craze. Yeah, again. A correlation that you don't think of right away, so it's really surprising when you eventually get it. Big if true. It's an artifact. This will be hard to move. This is a different one. I've never dealt with an anomaly like this before. The one that kind of sucks you in. So we have to stay kind of close to the artifact, but not too close. Okay, that's enough. Okay. The minigame is actually pretty simple. I think it's there more to kind of spend your time and make you vulnerable while you're retrieving the artifact. So you basically just, yeah, like as it says, you press the right keys and eventually get the artifact. The problem is, once you get an artifact, it starts losing its power, its charge. So this one will only last 24 hours basically, even if you log off. So while you're offline, the charge is also depleted. So basically what you want to do is sell it as fast as possible, or use it right now. Some artifacts provide benefits, but this one isn't too useful. I'd much rather take the money. Okay. Oh well, I didn't even notice my health going down so fast. Well, again, a little bit chaotic when the enemies get too close. Those essays, are they on his YouTube channel? I've seen, again, I was looking through his videos once, like, you know, when you discover a content creator, you just go, you start going through his content, but haven't seen that, that more serious part of his before. I know I started watching him with his what was it, Space Engineers series. It was quite funny. So what do I do with this one? So the thing is, you would want the right trader for this artifact that either gives you a lot of money or some trade points, but I have no idea where to find one around here. There should be some scientists around the volcano, but again, I haven't explored it yet. So maybe over here. We'll have some time to find it out. Oh yeah, one thing I do. Back in November. Oh, that might actually explain, because you know, I'm not subscribed, and eventually his videos just go out of my recommendations, and I forget about the videos. So yeah, that explains it. I haven't seen a video of his in a year maybe or so. I get it. Yes, certainly something to check back on. Thanks again. Yeah, one thing I forgot to tell you about is again another minus of this game is that some perks here actually don't work, so you buy it and you get nothing. I just well, for example, this one says plus 20% to reload speed of light weapons. I took it and kind of didn't feel anything, so I went to the Wikipedia and it straight up says not functional, and quite a few of these are actually not functional. So just to explain what state the game is in right now, that's how it is. Stuff just does not. Again, this area is a lot more dangerous than this one. And again, another thing why I don't like third-person games, the sight is actually not aligned with the barrel, so I'm not sure if you can see. So yeah, basically as you can see, the gun shoots not where I point my vertical at, right, but over to the left. So yeah, if you like torture, I think this might be the game for you. Yeah, not sure what state Stay Out is in the Steam version, and if you can actually play Stay Out with players who play Stalker Online, right? But there should be a safe zone up ahead, so if you manage to get to it, it would be quite nice. So yeah, yeah, I see the dog. Yeah. Christ. The locations here are also a good thing, so they make all these houses and barracks and other like military structures that you can enter and explore oftentimes, but they are almost always empty. So you have just these barren houses and buildings that serve no purpose. I don't quite understand that. I still go in them sometimes to just with a faint hope that there is loot spawning in there. Sometimes at least, but no, it's usually empty. So this is all just decorations, they mean nothing. I hear a lot of dogs outside. Yeah, it's again, it's just terrible. The hit registration is also weird. It doesn't feel like you're hitting anything sometimes. I mean, despite like there is being a whole separate chat for like your damage, so each shot is registered here and kind of like just I think as it does in RPGs, right? But here it looks a little weird if you ask me. So yeah, that was an empty building, also known as the wild dog trap. The quests are sometimes imaginative, but again, most of them are only like halfway there. Like there are quests, there is one quest, let's see, what time it is. There is only one skill check in the whole entire game, like when you need to climb a rope you have to have this sportsmanship 40 or higher, right? But it's like the only time a skill check is ever used, so it's kind of weird to see. We should be almost there, just need not to die a little more. So yeah, about shooting, you have to kind of just learn that your bullet won't really go where you're aiming. Live with it pretty much. Yeah, some quests are quite funny actually. For example, these two are actually things. French tourists that came to film a movie about the zone. So they give you a camera and order to visit a few places to film a few nice shots for them. So it has a few interesting stories. Oh right, we wanted to hunt some boars, but we are yet to reach them. Should be in this forest actually. Yes, he gets the artifact. So yeah, oh, it's called personal credits in English. So we have to earn credit to eventually buy, for example, guns. And again, another thing I really like, again, it adds a little hardcore to the game. These credits are expendable, so for example, when you let's sell it for that case, let's still cost some money. Oh, great, this music. No, that film actually. I have no idea. Feels like it's somewhere around here. Well, anyways, just what was my thought? So yeah, the credit is expendable. So when you buy things for credit, it goes down. So you can, for example, reach a certain credit and then just bulk buy all the guns and then sell them on the player market. So the guns are actually quite rare and expensive here. You can get a lot of them easily. Again, quite dangerous. But this bears the drawback of you only having just sticking with your few guns because you can get anything else easily. So yeah, this area has spores. Luckily I have this thing that protects from them. Should pretty much just negate all the damage from them. I remember there being spiders, so not this time I guess. Okay, there are the boars that we need. So that's basically what you do in this game. Find an area, you clear stuff, you loot it, you try to get the right items. Oh, another really nice touch. Again, the game has quite a few of these small things that might make you love it, but in the grand scale, of course, they don't matter. But for example, If you press L, you pull out your flashlight. But if you don't have a flashlight, you can use your matches to kind of, yeah, and you need a free hand, of course. So you can do this, for example. Oops, sorry. Light your match. So this is pretty nice touch. You can pull them out. That's a nice one. Quite cute. I mean, useful if you're indoors, but in the forest, of course, does nothing. Maybe we can actually reach. Oh yeah, I wanted to visit scientists. Maybe we can walk this forest unharmed. I think you can carve them faster if you have a better knife. But you have to either pay a lot or complete a pretty hard quest, which I'm actually close to finishing. It was. And again, it's a bandit quest, so when I complete it, I will lose my reputation with the military, which sucks, but hey, I want the knife. I forgot the name. I have no idea what the English name of it is. Skinning, I think it was. Yeah, so I've got the dog skins, I've got the boar skins. Oh, we need a polar bear skin, let's just forget it. The polar area is really advanced and just not. Yeah, sadly I need to do a lot to get a free knife. And again, whenever you get to the polar area, you'll be quite advanced already, so you'll be able to buy a knife from a different source, so the other one becomes quite redundant. Another problem in this game, the pacing sometimes is confusing. I think I heard a word. Had the cards open 5 today, the finals I mean, recorded the last few games. Not sure I can tell you who won, but those were some nice games. I've heard some players have been actually making misplays due to stress. Could never realize how important it is myself as a tournament player. Yeah, apparently being too stressed out can really make a difference. Just force you to play poorly. Well, again, I was watching Wild Eyes. Some of his thought processes required him to basically spend the entire turn and to play his cards in the last 5 or so seconds. So I guess that's how it is on the top level. Oh, that's a dog. What is it doing here? More spiders, Jesus. Maybe not. So you make one step forward, 2 steps back here. I get it. But I've heard some encouraging blog posts, yeah, about the game. Like they are finally fixing the crafting system, because there are some items that are actually missing from the game. I think they were removed, but since my account is old, I, for example, still have this scheme that basically requires you an unobtainable item, which is this percussion caps. Yet you can still find, for example, gunpowder, which is just again unusable for now. Well, I guess you can use it in handcrafted bombs. Those you can craft, I think, still. But yeah, this is just basically uncraftable. Again, hopefully it gets fixed, because I've actually invested a lot of points into crafting. There we have some more spiders. It's almost like a shooting exercise, if the reticle was on point, of course. No way. Yes. Man versus nature. I hope one day we'll make it to the volcano itself. I don't know. That's why you never let your guard down. Oh no. Just like in real life. Flamethrower, yeah. You can actually craft molotovs here. Sadly, I ran out of mine and haven't been. And I have been actually forgetting to get new ones every time I visited my station. Yeah. I have needed to bring a few at least here. Why is it still active, I wonder? They usually kind of go into sleep mode when nothing is around. Just keeps going. Just like that. Let's load once more. So yeah, my point was crafting is absolutely worthless here. Can't craft much here, apart from like high-end potions. I mean, I call them potions. I don't remember what they're called in English especially, but functionally they are your RPG potions. Acquired from chemicals and some herbs, stuff like that. Haven't gotten around to that yet. What's there? Oh, those are close. We need to kill 2 more of these. Those didn't look too hard, but again, I had the range on my side. Might be harder next time. So yeah, again, for now there is so much undiscovered by me in this game, so I'm still driven by this urge to explore. I love exploring, that's why, maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of so gravitated towards this game. So yeah, another thing is a lot of the map is dedicated to clan bases, so basically a clan can capture itself a base and then kind of outfit it with upgrades, have their own merchants there who buy and sell things. And this kind of takes away from the exploring a bit, because basically this whole open area is just for PvP clan guys to kind of duke it out. Well, I have no real use for any of this. But at least there are safe zones, that's always useful. I wonder if I can go in here. Oh, you can actually. I don't think I need to, I better turn back right now. But... oh, it's like oh, I see. Wait a minute, oh, okay. I was worried about exit being unavailable, but... not sure we should carry on, especially when we have an objective to complete. And I need to find scientists. I've been told they're somewhere around here. Well, actually, another quest of mine. Actually, let's go. We only live once. Let's see what this place has to offer. Oh, okay, I don't like this now. Oh, there's actually a wall that would let me in. That's strange. Quite literally, I can't go in here. Well, I guess that's where our adventure ends. No idea what that is. Sadly, we have to turn back. Maybe it's some quest location. I don't know. Still quite a sad ending to such a promising adventure. This is actually the end. I understand that. Oh, those are fiends. Those are not forest masters. Those are actually quite strong. Wouldn't wanna even spend them on them. Oh, they set up a trader here. Oh no. Maybe it's just well, which way now? Again, I was told that there are scientists kind of like around the volcano, but how much around? I don't see any features here. Well, maybe they're in the military camp, that actually would make sense. Scientists and the military are always kind of sticking together. So I don't want to go through these fiends. Guess we'll try to find a road. Yeah, again, there must be a reason for this invisible wall, I don't know, maybe an anomaly of some sorts. That's how you can explain any bug here, or really anything. But yeah, must be some special zone by the looks of it. Ouch, more of them. Christ, so yeah, these can actually stun you, and then they're not unkillable. They can big damage headshots, and they're quite slow to see. So yeah, I guess they're using some psi attacks on you. Well, one thing I like about the Uzi is basically nobody else carries it around. It's because it's this terrible, but it kind of makes me stand out a little. This sight is just unbearable. I can just shoot him at point blank. No. Quite aggressive, these guys are. I guess we'll have to take maybe this road, or maybe this is the railroad actually, right? Either way we'll have to find a way around these guys, there's too many of them. Again, a lot of this is meant to be played in a cooperative setting, I assume. Things are a lot easier, we can actually take that off right now. So yeah, 2 guns are a lot better than 1. Silver 1. No idea what that could mean. Quite sad that it's night time. So yeah, let it come inside and we'll just do this for some riveting gameplay. I actually need to stop and cook some meat, but it would take actually so much time that I don't dare to do this even in this grinding stream that actually doesn't have to be entertaining at all. Just can't make myself spend so much time in front of people. Yeah, so the good thing is these attacks can be avoided by just breaking line of sight with them, so hiding behind cover seems to work. Is that a forest master actually? No, it's too big for one. Or is it? Yeah, it's a forest master, great. Yeah, got to tell you. Tune in tomorrow for Cards Open V broadcast. I think they'll be streaming the last games from top 4 and upwards to find the winners. And they will actually have interviews with winners. I think it's a forest master just too small, right? So you need to spread them. Man, I'm really getting low on bullets. Again, one thing I enjoy is resource management, basically. So, yeah, a game that kind of forces you to make do with what you have. Affects me very much. One bummer is that I still haven't received my money from 1939 Games for translation services. It's been like that since like December, so since December I've been working for free sadly. And again, I know that they are not out there to scam me, like I know they're quite honest people, but really says something about their management. We are really struggling to do things on time for some reason. Again, not sure what's happening inside of the studio, but well, this situation with my salary should mean something, I think, because again it's been how many? 4 months without payment, and again they are trying to figure it out Magnus have been. Yeah, no idea about the balance patches. I mean, I'm not a tester. Oh, you are a tester, Jace, so you should know something. But again, we as translators haven't received any word on the patch yet. We've had actually some anniversary texts being sent our way, so there must be something happening soon. In that regard, maybe some events, maybe some discounts, some goodies maybe for all the players. So yeah, that one's happening. Maybe that's what they've been pouring all their resources towards. But no, actually, when I think about it, it's just discounts, not too much to handle, right? So no idea what they've been up to. It's been a bit of a mystery. There's been a bit of a silence, as you know, as you may have figured it out. Now I'm officially out of Australia. At least we are now on our way to the military camp. Yeah, and they've taken quite some time before this next balance patch, right? Yes. Quite. He should bleed out himself. Yes. And again, all these leaves are somewhat useless right now. So again, eventually they plan to do something with it. You can kind of add a dynamic crafting system. So like, what's that? No, please don't. Oh lord. Oh, there's a dead guy. I don't think they actually stop pursuing him, they just keep going, so we have to deal with him or die here. Yeah. So yeah, quite interested about what the future holds for cards. Something, it's either something very bad or very good happening, I would say. It should be doing something right now. Oh right, vacations. Oh right, they go on summer vacations. It's kind of, I mean, I guess natural, right? It's just kind of weird to realize that the development will be ceased for the time being. Yeah, they've been doing it every year, right? I should have remembered that. Yeah, I mean, there is still time before summer. So not too much, right? Running really low on ammo. I have to use my pistols. Ran off somewhere. Should be really close now, alright, just one final stretch. It's a good thing that we don't see any players around here, because I would imagine those would be quite experienced ones, and they may have had some bad intentions. So it's actually, it's usually a lot safer if you are alone. You feel safer when you're alone. No real fear of getting shot in the back or oh, again, sadly missed a message there. Yeah, I know the balance patch exists. It's great to know at least. Eh? Will your World of Warcraft let you do this? I don't think so. Okay, yes. Oh. So someone's actually around here, I guess, yeah. I was hoping this was like a peaceful location. Oh yeah, the film shooting. I think I just have to spend some time here. Blockbuster, right? Well, that's quite disappointing. Well, we can actually ask the guy, I think he ran off. We could ask for directions maybe. Quite nice. Or maybe just follow him if he goes anywhere. Where did he run off to? Oh, there he is. Let's ask him where the scientists are. Well. Alright, he told me to come here. Oh, I guess he'll lead me to them. What a nice guy. So, oh, there they are. How cool. So yeah, again, some of the player base is just nice and sane people. So, I mean, the reviews kind of make it seem like people kill everyone on the site, and it does happen, but not always. So yeah, we've finally been able to reach a safe spot. Scientific camp. I see. Oh yeah, there's like a huge quest to ask about a certain mercenary that's in the zone. He's a bit of a myth, a legend, so if you collect enough information about him, you'll get like his dossier, basically like a book containing everything about him. Not sure why you would, but it's a nice little quest. Okay, so seems like I need, yeah, again you can get bear blood, but what that is for, I don't actually quite remember. Probably for some potions, right? Where is that? Haven't dealt with scientists too much myself, so. White coat, intelligent, he's an idiot. Interesting. So we have to go to item. Then what's there an item? Okay, yeah. it's a timed quest I'm doing here. I hate this because the area is quite new to me, so I need to catch someone that will be going northeast. You might be able to see, or you can go east and catch the corner. Oh, okay, we need to go to the cemetery, and I have no idea where it is. Oh, I think this looks like a cemetery, right? Well, sadly I will return to this later. Wait, do they have like... oh yeah, they do. Oh no, that's just a vault. I was hoping for like a weapon dealer or something, but none of that. Cemetery, I need to go east from there. Oh, I see the road, so it shouldn't be too hard. You can come across very different and interesting events in the zone on your travels. Maybe hunting someone would make sense. The clone of Black is moving to the north, square J8. J8 to the north, so upwards. Oh wait, this isn't the road, this is just a... oh, thank god it is. I thought this was just like a mountain, something, so he's moving north. Just 1 second. Keep in mind, from J8... oh yeah, we have enough war legs. That's great. No, that's another war. Oh, close inside. Wait, oh, did he say? No, he's at J8, so he has to... shooting at almost dead. And from J8, so he might be coming from there, for example. Maybe like in front of him. Oh, I think we would have seen him around here, just in case. Last mech. Wow, that's big damage. What is it? So I don't see him here unless he's really fast. Kind of like there. That's... looks empty. Let's go down, and if we don't meet him, just screw this quest, honestly. Nah, he can have moved so fast. Bots usually don't run faster here. I mean, could have been a difference to it. Sure. He's moving to the north from square G8. He has to go along this road, or maybe... I'm sure he'll take the forest here, right? Oh, looked. Maybe you could snipe them, but my aim is not that too What a weird quest, I couldn't see him anywhere. Oh, actually didn't lose much. No need to come back. Краснов, I think I needed Краснов for some quest. Oh. We need a big spider work. But it's in a whole different area, sadly. Oh, I actually had like stashed. Five dog tusks, 5 hog legs, and tusks. Bring it on everything kind of quest yet again. Well. I'm really low on supplies now. And I have no idea where is the nearest like trader or merchant or anyone. You can actually stop by of players here, so if you like meet someone, you can organize a small exchange right there. I bought a med pack from someone like this. It was quite a nice moment for player interaction. I guess there is no reason to stash anything. I don't think I have enough ammo even to just go back, considering how dangerous this has been. We have been. This is like empty, right? Nothing here. Maybe there's something over there. I don't know if so many maps. No, it doesn't. Map doesn't always tell you about the things that locations have. You can have to explore to make sure. This will just run, hope for the best. You have a lot of pistol ammo, but the gun itself obviously is not that powerful. Patches. Is he in a cage? Nothing here. Oh, it's scientist exploits. Gather some more information. Good day music. persuade a crazy scientist to come out of his cage. My quest give reason to optimistic chances. I see, I see. Well, at least that's a nice change from just shooting. Oh man, it's 4 in the morning almost. Quite a late hour here. I mean, should I say early hour? Maybe I should have asked more people around about this guy. Information. Funny thing I've noticed, I've only encountered two kinds of people. The really advanced ones, like all decked out with expensive guns and everything, and completely new players that are still walking around in a starter kit. So I've never really seen anyone in between, kind of like me, just making my way in this world. A weird dichotomy, a weird disconnect between the players there. So it's only people who just arrived to try the game and people who have been playing it for a long, long time. There's a good chance that further north is all from an anomaly cluster where the pros are often seen. Usually moving along the main road to the north. Here is probably not very far from this. Now yeah, about the scientists. Don't remind me about the people. So yeah, people don't seem to like him very much. Partisan is obsessed with watching live. I think it's live beasts. Yeah, the translation, funny thing, is a little off, so I guess it was translated by a Russian from English, or from Russian to English. So the scientist is obsessed with watching living beasts. If they're dead, there is nothing to watch. Oh yeah, so to kill mutants around him. What a strange quest. Well, I mean, I gladly do so if I had the ammo for it. I'm quite dry. There don't seem to be any military personnel around here. Quite a people. You can actually send yourself things from your like storage. So for example, sorry. Yeah, you can kind of postage. Oh yeah. So yeah, you can create postage and basically get some items over here, but it will take time and cost money. Just it's a feature, but only for the rich people. And if it's not urgent, again, it will take real hours. Not sure again if I have the ammo for this quest. I might want to just forge ahead and hope that eventually I will find someone that's willing to sell some ammo. So I assume I just need to we just have to kill some mutants. Sadly, it's the strong kind of mutants. Oh, two of them actually. Well, again, won't hurt too much if I get it. Man, 2 is just fine, we'll take them one by one. Now for the next one. Man, no ammo. Really low ammo. Still got some rifle rounds, but it's pretty situational. So yeah, only pistol and little bit of rifle ammo. Let's see. Did it work? No, sadly it didn't. Maybe it's because I died. Oh, there is a way. Maybe you can like lure one of them in here. Weakness. Oh, we need to kill 30 small rats. That's okay. I thought it was more straightforward than I thought. You don't kill mutants, have much in the studies, you will to cooperate. Find a scientist who is sympathetic to mutants. I can actually do this. I know a guy. He's kind of like across the map, but I wonder if that leads to a different outcome of the quest and maybe a different reward. It would be actually an interesting touch, but so it's a lot more walking than just killing 30 rats. Quite intrigued. I will actually consult with the Wikipedia on this to see if the reward is any better or maybe unique. So kind of not in the right shape to just run back across the map. I've already said just too far. Killing rats seems a lot more easier, a lot simpler. So I would assume this more elegant way to finish the quest yields some sort of a different reward. What was the name? Oh, I have no idea what the name is because it's all in English, but alright. We're actually low on water now as well. Such a shame. Such a shame. So, okay, on Wikipedia. At times it's outdated, but mostly works. Has helped me quite a lot. Oh yeah, here. Oh yeah, I see. So there are two ways of this kind of quest branch. Sadly, it will take some time to just for me to just read through this. So yeah, if you just kill the rats, you just kind of, well, you don't get too much, but you get in the next quest, which requires you to bring some food that will yield some more money. And the final quest, well, this is getting a bit confusing actually. So it keeps happening and happening. Well, that's weird. But so that was the mutant way that leads to more, a lot more. Yeah, actually I think I'll just leave it here for now. Certainly not going to take the easy route here. Maybe we could ask these fine gentlemen if they have some rifle ammo. Well, they are all carrying AKs and stuff. And some Western weapons even. I don't think they have 9x90. Well, I mean, won't hurt to ask, right, for some, if they have some pistol caliber ammo. I've actually recently found out that I type worse and slower in Russian than in English. I guess that's because I've mostly been around English-speaking communities. But yeah, it was quite a fun fact. I was writing a CV, sort of a resume for a job basically, and I decided to include my typing speed. So I went to a few websites that basically test your typing speed, and my English one was a lot higher than Russian. Strangely enough, I mean not strangely when you think of it. I've been more typing in English than in Russian. Okay, sadly no ammo, so we'll have to just forge ahead on our own. Yeah, I think I'll just keep running and hope to stumble upon someone else. direct approach. Alright, we made some progress here. But again, I have no info on my surroundings, like I have no idea what any of this means or if there's anyone around here. Quite an adventure. Really blown out. My lord, it's one of those guys. Yeah, really unsure what we are ready to do. Seems like we're just surrounded by either monsters or boars. Maybe we can take this forest. I mean, not seeing forests are the same bad, but this place called Podgornaya looks like a village. Maybe it has people in there. No, radio tower is like the big, how would you say, like social place. You have all the traders there and everything. So that's my closest safe spot I know really. Yeah, we can go along this railroad as well, I guess. Yeah, so this location is a lot more dangerous than the starting one. A lot less safe spots and safe areas. Let's hope this one isn't just a slaughterhouse with like wild dogs or something. Looks like just a dead village. Oh no, it's one place. Nice. Where did the dog go? That's good. Oh, might die here. Really? Silly death. Yeah, it doesn't look. Oh, actually, dogs can't enter houses. I remember. This might save us. Oh, you can't enter this one. Okay. Just cutting it a bit close here. Loading my last bullets. Guess we'll be just making our way to radio tower then. This all looks like pretty much. Oh, look, I can see wolves. Oh, but it's dangerous enough. Not sure if I can reach it safely. Probably not even worth it. I still can. Oh, okay. Yeah. Flew too close to the sun. Burning effect is actually quite annoying. Yeah, I might die here because I forgot about it. I have no idea how to kind of extinguish myself other than just to stand and wait, survive the damage. Still like 2 minutes of straight minutes of big one fire, pretty much. Now I'm out of healing, pretty much. I'm on my last charge of medic. After that, I basically won't be able to heal. This is just keeps getting worse and worse, sadly. And we're surrounded by these green guys. All 3 of them actually. Maybe I can cheese some of them here. I'm trying to aim for the head. Save to aim sort of significant damage. They stand, they don't stand still at all. I see, I see. That's how you survive the zone, I guess. Again, I'm punished by my curiosity. Wanted to loot that pile of items so much. Lost a lot of resources on this. Well, we are actually quite close to the safe zone, so if we just find a safe way to the anomalies without getting hurt, this might just end not as tragically. The loot is spawned actually, so yeah. Devil side. Just too intense, man. Thought it was a quick trip around the area just to get to know it. Guess we'll have to be on the move because if enemies start respawning, they'll just die. Which way now? Doesn't sound good. Oh, well, I guess I'll just run for it and hope for the best. Now there was a boar chasing me. Oh, now I just lost all my stamina because whenever you kind of make a drop, just lose a huge chunk of your stamina for some reason. So yeah, that might be easy actually. I am kind of hoping that this means the river is dried up here in this area, right? What's the other reason for it to be yellow? Oh, I guess it's just shell. Still wet, guys. Oh, that you don't lose any speed. I see. Well, where's my... okay, we lost some of that, nothing critical. So yeah, we are back in the same spell. So hey there, another simple man like me. Some free stuff. Yeah, these are the players I like to encounter. You kind of can relate to them, if you know what I mean. Because these guys are literally decked out with guns and everything. Just out of your league. And these guys are your fellow adventurers. I don't know. Just like meeting people around here, remembering some names. I think this will actually conclude our great volcanic adventure, which we said we couldn't finish. We almost made like a round trip around this whole volcano thing. But yeah, just gonna leave it for tomorrow to get out of here. Actually, I have no idea how to get out of here because I'm basically back to square one, but without, with even less ammo and resources now. So, well, at least we learned something that this is pretty much a dead zone. Nothing good lies ahead. This is all dead, right? This is all dead all the way up to here. So we actually found that there is just nothing. All that we have found. The map kind of shows, or should I say, implies that there are like ways around the volcano that you can take like this around and leave on the other side. That would be nice if that's actually a thing, but in the one area we've been to, it didn't seem like it. Maybe it's past the invisible wall we've seen earlier. And this weather sucks. I think that's ash in the air over the volcanic activity, but most terrible. Visibility impaired. Maybe I'll try. No, I won't. I wanted to say I'll try to military camp, but it was full of enemies last time. So no, I think I will not. Well, I'll think of something. I'm sure. Still have like 6 rifle bullets and around 4 magazines worth of ammo for the pistol. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming. It's actually getting quite late, or again early here, 4 AM, 4:30. Again, thanks, especially thanks to Jace, and I think there is another viewer. Thanks to these 2 viewers who came to me for this quite an uneventful stream. I don't know, I was just bored of grinding alone, wanted someone to talk to. And yes, Jace, you have provided quite an interesting conversation on DayZ and Battle Royale, and just some cards, life facts. Yeah, that will be it. I'll be going to sleep now. Have a nice evening, everyone, if you're American, and go to sleep if you're not an American. Goodbye. I think I have to press it here.